गाना सुनेंगे उनकी आवाज में। देवांजन, कोई पुराना गाना हो रहा है। एनीबडी फॉन्ड ऑफ रेट्रो? यस, रेट्रो, एक्सीलेंट। Devanjan, what song do we have today?
So I'll be singing Zindagi Aa Raha Hu Main from the movie Mashal. It was sung by Kishore Kumar.
Woo! Okay, Devanjan, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Track is just being put up. Just bear with me for a moment. Just 1 second. Let me just take it. Right. So this song is all about belief in yourself. Very something that Ajit spoke in like very extremely in captivating way. So it's very similar on similar lines. So it's called Zindagi Aa Raha Hu Main from Mashal. लिए सपने निगाहों में चला हूँ तेरी राहों में, लिए सपने निगाहों में चला हूँ तेरी राहों में, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं। कई यादों के चेहरे हैं, कई किस्से पुराने हैं, तेरी सौ दास्ताने हैं, तेरे कितने फसाने हैं। कई यादों के चेहरे हैं, कई किस्से पुराने हैं, तेरी सौ दास्ताने हैं, तेरे कितने फसाने हैं। मगर एक वो कहानी है जो अब मुझको सुनानी है, जो मगर एक वो कहानी है जो अब मुझको सुनानी है, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं। मेरे हाथों की गर्मी से पिघल जाएंगी जंजीरें, मेरे कदमों की आहट से बदल जाएंगी तकदीरें। मेरे हाथों की गर्मी से पिघल जाएंगी जंजीरें, मेरे कदमों की आहट से बदल जाएंगी तकदीरें। उम्मीदों के दिए लेकर ये सब तेरे लिए लेकर, उम्मीदों के दिए लेकर ये सब तेरे लिए लेकर, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं, जिंदगी आ रहा हूँ मैं। ला 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 la 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 Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Really an honor to be here.
Any one popular song?
Yeah.
What song can you sing for a growth journey?
For the growth journey.
Yeah. Karaoke नहीं होगा चलेगा सिर्फ दो लाइन सिर्फ गुनगुना दीजिए.
मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, न घर है ना ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना.
If time permits, we would once again like to call you today. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I feel there are quite a few people who are now back from the break. For the next speaker, there is a different kind of an introduction. So I would now request for the introduction to be played on screen. Everything talks for itself. Our next speaker, Mr. A.M.
There are thousands of successful sportsmen, CEOs, entrepreneurs, businessmen. But the one who is a combination of all and shares his success mantras is a rare gem. Arunaagiri, the success guru, an international trainer and motivational speaker. Mr. Arunaagiri was the youngest basketball captain of the Maharashtra state team representing India at the international games. His passion for the game is still alive as the official basketball coach for a leading sports club in Mumbai. Mr. Arunaagiri holds an MSc degree from Mumbai, MMSS, a certificate in marketing and sales from Holland. He was the CEO at the topmost companies in the field such as engineering over a span of 25 years. This experience led him to start his own corporate venture, Pacific Trends, a soft luggage company. With the best of the best teachings of the West and the East, he successfully increased the company's turnover from lakhs to crores within a decade and established goodwill via world-class service to his clients. He was eager to share his success mantras, which was indeed Mr. Arunaagiri's long-time passion. To empower, enable, and educate individuals, he started his training organization, EQ. His training programs comprise of new paradigms of leadership skills, breakthrough performance, personal excellence, professional selling skills, communication and presentation skills, among others. Each of these programs merge the world-renowned, scientifically proven practices such as transformational technology, empowerment technology, interpersonal skill technology, networking skill technology, inner engineering technology. Mr. Arunaagiri has conducted 1,000 plus seminars, and more than 10,000 participants have benefited from his powerful success training till date, including companies such as UTI Mutual Fund, Indian Oil, Hindustan Petroleum, Henkel, Reliance Industries, Consolidated Controls, etc. Life is a game. Win it with Arunaagiri, the Success Guru.
Friends, how many of you want to make more money in life with a lot of ease and grace? Can you please raise your hands? Thank you. Thank you. And how many of you want to be more happy and fulfilled in life? Thank you. Thank you very much. Friends, it's my honor and pleasure to share this forum, especially this growth journey, because it's very, very close to my heart. And I thank this dynamic group with Suresh ji, who has started this particular forum in order to encourage people to share their thoughts and how to grow faster and with a lot of ease and grace in all walks of life. So, Srijay, thank you very much for the forum. And I want to also acknowledge each one of you present in this auditorium. So, let me tell you one thing about each one of you. Even though I don't know you, many of you personally, but I can tell you one thing, that the world over, the research proves that only about 10% of the world's population ever invest in the best asset that all of us have. That is, we ourselves. Okay? And I'm addressing here a group of dynamic people who are in the top 10% of the world's population. I really want to acknowledge each one of you for being here. As I said, it speaks a lot about you. And let me also tell you one more statistics, because when we train in India and abroad, we realize one more thing, that this top 10% of the population who invest their time, money and resources on themselves also account for almost 90% of world's success. So you are among them. So I really want you to acknowledge yourself for that. Absolutely right. Maybe I would suggest that we can do one thing better. Can you do me a small favor? Can I ask you for a favor? Yes. Thank you. Can you please raise your hands up? Up. Turn it around. And I really want you to self-acknowledge yourself for who you are. Really, I want you to take your name and acknowledge yourself. Did I do it? Really do it? I did. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, all of you. Can I ask you for one more favor? Can I? Yes. I can't hear you. Yes. Can you please raise your hands to the side like this? Up, behind your partner. And as I cannot reach each one of you, can you just tap and acknowledge your buddies on the side on my behalf? Look into the eyes and say that. Really mean it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Really look into their eyes and do it, please. I really mean it. There. Yeah. Thank you very much. As a person who has been a person who works on my own self-growth, and I also love training and coaching people on this growth journey, what we did just now is a very, very crucial thing. As my earlier speakers have very beautifully stated and narrated, ultimately, the biggest asset that we have is our own self. But if you really want to grow yourself and make yourself and realize your full potential, friends, what you all did just now, you need to do it more often. That is, acknowledge yourself and acknowledge and appreciate others. How many of you agree with me? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now that, friends, you have invested your valuable time here, I promise you that in the short 30 minutes, 35 minutes of sharing that I'm going to do with you, by the time you finish this particular session, I would like you all to go with a better understanding of self-concept. According to recent research, I consider myself to be a human behavioral scientist because I continuously keep on working on human beings. It has been proven now, beyond doubt, that whatever success you achieve in your life is directly proportional to the self-concept that you have of yourself. What's the word? Self-concept that you have. So I promise you that by the time I end this session in the next 30 minutes, you will have an understanding about how to engineer, how to handhold, and how to tune up your self-concept so that at any part of life, you're always ready to face any challenges in life. How many of you feel it's worth your time? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. The second thing I want you all to go with a better understanding in the next 30 minutes is about how to achieve exponential growth. What's the word? Exponential growth or 10x growth in all areas of life. I'm going to give you a pyramid. Okay, pyramid which you can work on yourself, and I promise you, if you really sincerely work on this pyramid, you will be able to have an handle and achieve, as what we say, 10x growth in almost all areas of life. How many of you would be interested in that? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Friends, can I share a little bit about my own reason why I'm into training and what have I done in training? Can I? Yes. Thank you. Friends, I've been in the training field the last 20 years, and it has been my good fortune that I identify my passion, and I must have trained today, almost more than about 10,000 groups. Today we almost touch about 1 lakh of people whom we have shared our thoughts, and where we have tried to make a difference to the people. But one reason why I do this training program, especially in my country, my friend, I want to share with you a small background. How many of you know that this motherland of ours, a few centuries back, was called as what? The Sone ki Chidi of the world, right? I think today everybody aspires to go to America in order to, they consider that to be the land of opportunity. Okay? But I want you all to know, and I would like to ask you your answer. How did America got discovered? How was America discovered? Anybody? Absolutely, absolutely right. Columbus. Okay, where did he start out to? Where did he want to come to? India. In my motherland, our motherland, right? And accidentally, he reached America, and it got discovered. So, isn't it proper for us to say that America got discovered because of our motherland? How many of you agree with me? And how many of you feel proud about it? Yeah, absolutely. And friends, this is one reason why I do this program, because unfortunately, 300-400 years back, we got subjugated by whom? By Britishers. And I would like to state one historical fact. In 1824, Lord Macaulay was appointed as the Governor General of British to try to subjugate India. He came to India. He traveled the length and the breadth of the country, and he reported back to British Parliament. I would like to state verbatim what Lord Macaulay made a statement to the Parliament. It's very, very poignant, my friend, and I want each of our motherland, our people who are born in this country to know this, understand this, and work on this. He stated that I have traveled the length and the breadth of this country. I have not found one beggar or one thief. There has been so much of abundance in this country that you or we, that is British, can never, never, never subjugate this country unless and until we are able to destroy their cultural system, cultural mooring, or the educational system, and also destroy their self-esteem and make the local inhabitants believe that everything foreign and English is good. If we are able to do that, we will be able to subjugate this great nation. But I want to ask you all, each one of you sitting here, the dynamic people, the top 10% of the world's population, did they succeed? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. Friends, they literally, systematically destroyed our cultural mooring and educational system and our social system. And they also did one thing. What did they destroy? No. Sorry? Self-esteem is what, friends, they're literally triggered with. They literally triggered, and what Ajit was sharing here, self-esteem is what, or the self-esteem is, which is a component of self-concept, is what they systematically, what's the word? Systematically destroyed. And that's how they could subjugate us. And even after 60, 70 years of independence, friends, still the remnants of the thing, the havoc that they caused on our Indian psyche is still lasting. How many of you agree with me? Yes. So I, as a trainer, why I do this training, and especially in India and addressing a lot of youth, is to again rebuild. What's the word? Rebuild the self-esteem and the self-concept of we Indians. And I promise you, my friend, if that can be resurrected, it will not be long, because again we can become the Sone ki Chidi of the world. How many of you agree with me? Yes. How many of you agree with me? Okay, are you all with me? Yes. And friends, Let me tell you one more thing. I really want to tell you this. And I want you to get present to this, and I want you to share this with you. Do you know who's one of the most intelligent races of this world? Aryans. One of the most intelligent races of this world? Jews. No, which race? Parsis? Yeah, in spite of my inaugural first 10 minutes, I still think we have not got it. Who are the people who rule or who are computer wizards? Okay, which are the top 4 or 5 companies in USA who are the CEOs? Why do you think we Indians are so good in software? Why do you think, especially, I'm sure Arish Bhai is with me, whenever we as trainers go and interact with foreign trainers, I promise you, in our general deliberation, we are able to have a much better insightfulness. We have got a much better analysis of any subject which is put before us. Am I right, sir? Absolutely. It's by not any fluke that you and me, we are so intelligent. Anybody knows why? Anybody knows why? Because of the culture. Good answer. Anybody else? Knowledge, hard work. There are people who are more hardworking. But there's a basic ground well why we Indians, I and you, are genetically, what's the word? Genetically more intelligent. And it's by no fluke. Anybody? Good. Yeah. What did they do? What is that? What is the biggest contribution that we as Indians gave the world? The biggest technology which you have given to the world. Who said that? Give her a big hand. Give her a big hand. Absolutely right. Yeah. June 21st, thanks to our great Prime Minister, is known as Yoga Day. And yoga is not the asanas. Okay? Yoga is actually the inner transformation, inner journey. Let me tell you, friends, we all have gotras. How many of you know that? Gotra means what? Our lineages to a guru. Our forefathers, our gurus, had the power. What's the word? The power to go into your genes and transform them. And they did that consciously. That's why genetically, my friends, you and me are much more intelligent, or one of the most intelligent races in the world. And only thing is, even now, it's still kept under wraps, or we still don't boast about it, mainly because we still have the problem of, sorry? Brilliant. Can we all say it a little louder? Low self-esteem. Okay. So friends, all that you need to do is to spread among the masses and tell them, boss, you're genetically so powerful, so intelligent. All that you need to is resurrect your self-concept. And if you just have to resurrect the self-concept, I promise you, okay, we can be world beaters. We are already world beaters. Okay? We are already on the path. It just requires just the element of little bit more self-esteem, self-confidence, self-competence. And automatically you'll see that we are, as it is, world beaters. And we will be the declared world beaters. And again, we can make our country as the Sone Kichdi of the world. Right? How many of you would like to have that in your lifetime? Yeah. So friends, let me just take with you just one concept, because we don't have much time. Normally we take it through a big process. Now, this self-esteem or self-concept has got these 6 important components. Do you know where the self-concept or self-actualization starts with? Me. Me at what level? You're right, I am. But what is it that would start or give the velocity or the momentum to soul level? Soul level would be not accessible to you in a direct manner. So remember, the first step which is required for you to build up your self-concept or self-actualization is the concept called as self-acceptance. What's the word? you need to accept yourself the way you are not. Now, many of us, if you see, sometimes I feel very bad whenever I'm touring in US or UK, many of our people try to change the name. Right? How many of you have seen that? How many of you have seen that? That means what? Basically, there's not self-acceptance. The first step, friends, which we need to do for us to resurrect your self-concept is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. What will self-acceptance lead to? This will trigger off your self-worth. What's the word? Self-worth. Self-worth will lead you to self-esteem. Self-esteem will give you your self-belief. Your self-belief will give you a self-confidence. And your self-confidence will trigger your self-competence. Okay? I'll just repeat it again. Self-acceptance will lead to self-worth. You feel worthy of yourself. That self-worth will lead you to self-esteem. What Ajit was talking about. Self-esteem. It propels your self-esteem. The self-esteem, when you have a self-esteem, automatically it will boost your self-belief. That self-belief is what will give you the self-confidence. And the self-confidence will give you your self-competence. And this, in turn, will give you something called as self-actualization or self-concept. Okay. This works both ways. Okay. So, first thing which we need to do, and I would like you to think about, accept yourself the way you are not. Okay. Don't worry whether you are tall, short, dark, or fair, or fat, or less. Whatever you are, you're okay. You're okay. Now, as out of the 7.5 billion people in this world, is there another person like you? No. Another person like you? No. How many of you have heard about Kohinoor? What is Kohinoor? Diamond. Why is it so very precious? One of a kind. So what do you call it as? Unique, right? Is there anybody else like you? So that makes you what? That makes you what? Then why are we considering ourselves like a koila? Right? So from today, can you start looking at yourself like as if you're a Kohinoor? Can you please turn to your partner, give him a high five and say, you are a Kohinoor. You are a Kohinoor. And absolutely right. Okay. Okay. Friends, one important thing in this is, I want you to really get present to this. But many times we accept ourselves a Kohinoor fast. But the problem is, especially in your family, in your businesses, in your social circle, दूसरे को क्या समझते हैं हम लोग? दूसरे को क्या समझते हैं? And the major problem in relationship or lack of harmony, what's the word? Harmony in this world is because many times you do consider yourself to be Kohinoor, but you consider the other person as Koila. Okay? So from today, I really want you to get present and really mean it. This is a mantra. If you really follow it in your life, you suddenly see that your own personal self-concept goes up. At the same time, your relationship also goes up. Okay? And friends, it's always said, a happy person is not a person who's got a lot of money. A happy person is a person who has got an harmonious relationship with people around him. And for you to have an harmonious relationship, what do you need to do? Consider everybody as Kohinoor. So please, can you just turn to your partner again and give him a real good high five and say, I am a Kohinoor and you are a Kohinoor. I love that. 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 Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Friend, this is one of the most important concepts which you can take away from this particular thing. And again, this particular chart, which I just talked about, this works both ways, okay? Like as I told you, it has got two-way working. So I want you to get present to. This is also one more concept which I, as a coach, each of you friends in this world, each of a human being is born with something called as a distinctive forte. There's something in which God has given you that gift, which if you identify and pursue, I promise you, you will touch excellence with ease. How many of you can relate with me? Yeah? Unfortunately, 9 out of 10 of us go back to our grave without identifying that. But once if you identify your distinctive forte, okay, and have the courage to follow it up, then nobody can stop you from really becoming excellent or a master in that work. Okay. So how many of you in this audience have really identified your distinctive forte? Good. Yeah. Right. Absolutely. I know you are among the top people. But generally, I would ask you to really delve into it. Find out that particular quality or attribute or that skill or that natural talent which you have got, and try to pursue that, to see that you are able to really devote your time, effort, money in developing that. And the moment you do it, I promise you, my friend, there will be nobody in this world who can touch you. Okay? You automatically, that self-competence will automatically flower in you. How many of you experience that right now in your life? Yeah? So that once you do that, self-competence will automatically give you self-confidence. Self-confidence will build up your self-belief. Self-belief will give you self-esteem. And self-esteem would automatically give you self-worth. And self-worth will give you self-acceptance. Okay? Friends, I request you to share this knowledge. This is the latest in this self-concept dimension or study. Okay? Because many people talk about, अरे तुम्हारा self-confidence बढ़ा दो, self-esteem बढ़ा दो, self-belief बढ़ा दो. बस self-belief बढ़ाने के लिए पहला जो मूल तत्व जो है ना, उसको समझो. What is the मूल तत्व? Sorry? Self-acceptance. First you have to accept yourself the way you are not. If anybody of you have come here for a growth journey seminar or any seminar, thinking that you go to a seminar, you will become okay, will it work? Yeah, you go to these growth seminars and all these forums, all these training forums, with what type of a thinking process? Huh? Absolutely. I am okay the way I am. I am okay, you are okay. Okay? With that paradigm only, the growth can happen. Okay? So never ever assume that by going to some program or going to some guru or going to some Baba, you will become okay. You are okay the way you are not. Okay? And once you accept that and then start your journey of growth, I promise you, nobody will be able to stop you from really growing up. Okay? So I want to just turn to your partner. Okay? And I want you to share this entire cycle with him for 30 seconds each. Your time starts now. Go. This is them, huh? Yeah. Good. Last 30 seconds. Shift if you're not shifted. Let the other partner share. Okay, stop. Now can I request you, can anybody who can stand up and just share that? Yes.
We have to accept ourselves first.
Yes.
That will bring self-worth.
Yes.
That will create self-esteem.
Brilliant.
That will give self-belief. Self-belief will give self-confidence, and self-confidence will make us aware of our self-competence.
Brilliant. Give a big hand. Give a big hand. Okay. Friends, I will end my session with this last pyramid. Can I? Take about 7-10 minutes. So this particular thing, is a latest structure on how to have a growth. The first thing is, my friend, first thing about growth is this concept called as the base is called mastery. Okay? And I want you to get present to this. If you are able to get this concept of mastery in you, mastery means whatever work you do it with excellence. Don't do it, हमारे मुल्क में एक शब्द है जो मुझे गाली लगती है. What is that? Yeah, that you take it out of your vocabulary. Because चलता है is a pathway towards mediocrity. And today's world is towards excellence and mastery. Okay? So pursue mastery, pursue excellence in whatever you do. Second, my friend, is called a concept of niche. Niche is a window of opportunity. You need to identify that window of opportunity, that niche, which is your core competency, or in your business, the core segment of your market, okay, which if you exploit, it gives you a huge leverage in terms of huge potential. If you see most of the companies in the world who are big, they have been able to identify their niche in a business segment, and they focus fully on that. They are not generalists. Today is a world of specialists. So specialism is what is called as a niche. After niche, you need to do one thing: leverage. What is the word? Leverage. Leverage is leveraging all the resources that you have within your disposal. We as business people, entrepreneurs, and as human beings, we have got 5 or 6 resources. What are they? Man, material, machinery, methodology, and movement. You need to ensure that you are able to leverage all your resources, your relationships, the technology. Leverage them so that you are able to multifold yourself, where you can have a quantum leap of sale. Okay? So for the first 3, first one is mastery, next one is niche, third one is leverage. Always, my friends, as my 2 other friends who spoke before me said, ultimately, it's never a one-man game. You can't be in silos. You have to always work in team. You need to have a team. Team is together, everyone achieves miracle. Okay, miracle, that's what is the new word. Okay, so you need to build a team. Have a good interpersonal and man management system wherein you can build a team and thereby enable you to really grow. Next one, my friend, is systems. Friends, world over, if you see all the great companies, all of them have great systems. So that when you have a system in place, you become indispensable. Friends, as entrepreneurs, if you want to really be on the growth journey, you have to be on the business, not in the business. What's the word? On the business, not in the business. Because the moment you are in the business, you become a worker. You become an employee. But as entrepreneurs, we are all business owners. We are developers. We need to be on the business, not in the business. For you to do that, you need to have systems in place. And the next one is always synergize. This is a world of collaboration and cooperation. If you can collaborate and cooperate, automatically you can make 1 + 1 into 11. And this will automatically give you results. So friends, this is a growth chart, which starts with mastery, leading you to niche, leading to leverage, leading to team, leads to system, leads to synergy, leads to results. So friends, do you find it useful? So friends, this is what you need to do for you to have a growth momentum and a 10x business booster for your life. Okay? Friends, it's been my honor and pleasure to share with you these concepts of self-concept and mastery. I want to appeal to you all that wherever you have associated with any youth forum or any associations where you want us to come and share this concept of how to build back our country into the Sone Ki Chidiya, we'll be always there to support you, because that's the reason and purpose for us to be in the training field. So thank you and God bless. Thank you very much.
Mike, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, everybody, how did you like it? समझ में आया? मैं कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ. मुझे आपके फीडबैक से मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा आपको पसंद आया नहीं पसंद आया. आज हम लोग इतने ऑथर्स को लेकर आए हैं आपके लिए. Did you like the style that he explained? Did you understand what he tried to explain it to you? And that is the reason why I say that is always a stroke of genius when you explain the complicated things in life in simple manner. The way, let me tell you, Arunaagiri sir, you've done a fabulous job. The way you engage the audience, the way you ensured that they remembered what they've done. Hats off to you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Our next speaker is a lady with conviction and passion, Miss Gemini Dhar. She's a take charge expert and she's helped thousands of women take charge in their life. She started her career as a fashion entrepreneur, working with major brands from Sweden, London, UAE, Italy, Norway, Ireland, like H&M, Shear, Kashka, Debonims, and some Indian brands like Sheetal Clothing, Kala Darshan, Marrakesh, and many more. She always mentions that I have learned from the best. Well, an ordinary girl with dreams, but with extraordinary power to make them come true. Without any further ado, I request Miss Gemini Dhar to please come on stage and today address us with your kind words. Miss Gemini Dhar, thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here at this. It's nearly 10 o'clock in the night, and I thank you so much for having patience. Patience is one thing that you really must have to have success. Okay. Myself, I'm Gemini Dhar, and I would like to share a small little story about myself. As a child, I've been a really, really lazy and happy-go-lucky person. So today what I am, I was not this. I was many kgs above what I am today. And as a child, I always enjoyed playing like any child would, you know. My son is really happy that I'm talking about laziness. So I was enjoying life till the age of 16. I'm enjoying life even today. But at the age of 16, something happened. One fine morning, I lost my dad. He didn't have anything, he didn't have any major illness. I just got up and I thought, you know, what has life given me? I went numb. I didn't know what to do because suddenly, all of a sudden, I lost my dad. My focus as an individual changed. From a happy-go-lucky girl, my focus was, what can I do to make my life secure? I'm really, really thankful to God. I have a super strong mom, okay? So me and my mom were enemies, you know. We couldn't sit together, we couldn't eat together, we used to fight. Yet, when I lost my dad, my focus shifted on what I could do to make her secure, what I could do to make my life secure. For me, money was the most important thing when I lost my dad, because that was going to give me security. So what I did, I was studying that time. And I have been really blessed because I have worked with some mega stars. Hemant Trivedi, Wendell Rodrigues, Nita Lula, Geeta Castellino. I trained under such fantabulous teachers. And when I learned under them, I have picked up little things, small things from them that really helped me in my life. From Hemant Trivedi, I learned how you can be mad with creativity, how creativity can get you success. With Wendell Rodrigues, I learned quality. What is the kind of quality you should give to your product, to what you do in life, and to your personal self? I'm very happy you spoke about investing in yourself because that is what I was going to talk about. So I just told BG ki it is so wonderful that we all think alike and we are all focusing towards the same journey, because once you stop growing, life is as good as a vegetable, you know. Because when you're growing in life, you are achieving something, you are helping people, and you're doing stuff like that. Coming back to my story. So when, as a designer, I was working, I got very quick success. I started from assistant manager to head of the company, and I wanted to grow more. And money was a lot important to me because it was giving me fame, significance, love and affection, and I could buy anything and everything I wanted for my near and dear ones. So one fine day, it was many years that I was working. When I was working, I never looked up to myself. I lost my health. I had a lot of challenges in my life. Why I have formulated this program, Take Charge of Your Life, is because I understand a lot of women go through the same journey, okay? When we are looking for taking charge of your life, I mean that everything is there in you. You are responsible for what you're doing. You're responsible for what you can do and what you cannot do for yourself. So when I formulated this program, I basically want to work with lots and lots of women because I feel they can share my journey, they can learn from my journey, and I can really help them come to a point where they are self-confident, they can grow, they can have the success they want. At the same time, they can have a very strong bonding with their family, not giving up on your health, not giving up on your dreams. As a child, I had a dream. I had a dream that I want to take my mom to USA. Okay? That may seem a very nominal dream for a lot of people who have all the money in the world. But at that point of time, I didn't have anything. And I dreamt this dream. So when the years were passing by and my mom was growing older and older, I had this fear of losing her. Because I lost my dad, I always wondered, how long am I going to have my mom? So when you are in fear, when you are in denial, when you are scared, or when you are not sure of the future, life is very threatening. You feel very scared. Tomorrow, I think Vishal will talk about the stock market. The way the stock market goes up and down, the heartbeats of the people who invest go up and down. So I understand, I have been to one of his programs, I understand that there is a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty. So what I feel as an individual is, I was in a room like this a couple of years back. To be sure, 4 years back. 4 years back, I was in a room like this, sitting and listening to somebody. And I was really frustrated with life because anything and everything I do was not getting me the results that I wanted. Money was there, but after a certain point of time, you have to grow from inside. We invest in everything. We invest in clothes, we invest in cars, we invest in all the luxuries of life. But as individuals, most of us do not invest in ourselves. I feel when you invest in yourself, that is the biggest contribution you can give to yourself and the people around you. Because when you are happy, you spread happiness. When you are secure, you give security to people. When you feel strong, you can help somebody to become strong, or you can provide them that confidence to be strong. So my journey in last 4 years has been I have picked up a very wonderful mentor. Okay? What has happened is, like we pick gurus and we pick teachers and we listen to. I've worked with so many wonderful people in my life, and I have been able to work with, I had a lot of assistants when I was working in my export house. I have an export house where I started with a few thousand rupees and I've crossed around 100 crores of turnover. So when I went into that, when I say I crossed 100 crores, I get claps. I love y'all. But what I feel is money is not everything. Even after doing that 100 crores of turnover, I used to go home with a aching back. I used to go home with frustration. I was not in charge of my life. One fine day, I decided, this is enough. I am going to take the decision of what I want in my life, how I want my life, and what direction I'm going to do. How many of you have sat in a car? I guess everybody, right? So let's assume you have a Nano and somebody else has a Ferrari. What is the difference? Comfort. Beyond that? Okay. Let's assume this car is your life. You're taking your journey through this car. Okay? So if you do not have your brakes in place, or if you're not controlling the bumps you're going through, are you going to have a safe and secure journey? Are you going to feel happy in your journey? Or if your car is driven by a driver like mine, and he's taking you through potholes and speed breakers and stuff like that, is that going to be something which is going to be comfortable for you? You are always sure about the person you are entrusting your life in. But I feel you should entrust your life in your own hands. Most of the time when we have challenges and we have problems and we have issues, we are looking for solutions outside. We are feeling, ki, oh, he's going to help me. Maybe I'll go to him, he'll help me. Of course, there are experts. When you are in deep trouble, you should take help of experts. But in your day-to-day life, do you go to other people for help? Which is not bad. But what if you had the confidence that this is an issue which I am going to solve on my own? When I work with women, I have worked with some women who have been really, really ill, who have been depressed and having medications for many years. You know what? A simple explanation to them that this is your life. If you're going to go in this direction, you're going to go in under a pothole and your life is, like over. And you go into this direction, you work on your health, you work on your challenges, you solve your problems, and it's going to give you a better and a nicer future and to the people around you. When I've given such simple solutions to women, their lives have changed drastically. We don't need major changes every day. We need to work on ourselves step by step. Small things that you do in your life is going to give you maximum results. So with due respect to everyone who has spoken before me, I really resonate with their thoughts, and I really believe that you should invest in yourselves. I have been requested by Suresh sir to keep my this short because we are falling short of time and everybody is also, it's a late evening today. I wrote a small book. It's an e-book as well as an audio book which says 9 ways to empower. What I have done is, in my journey of life, whatever I have experienced and whatever I feel is necessary for a woman or an individual to empower them, I have put my thoughts in that book. Okay? Today is a very special day. I'm so lucky to have my mother over here, and I would really want her and Suresh sir to come on stage, because at this age and this stage of life, they are thinking of growth. I really respect you, Suresh ji, because you can make money in a lot of ways. But when you can make money by contributing, that is going to be a wealth. It's not going to be a, you can't be called rich. You can be called wealthy, because wealth is in your thoughts. Wealth is in what you give to others. Wealth is what you leave behind as a legacy. So I have decided to go on this journey with tons and tons of women. I also work with children, because I think when you nurture children, you are nurturing a whole generation. So my journey as a trainer and as an empowerment coach is for women and children specifically, and those men who feel they are as good as women. I do not want to disrespect any men over here, but I feel you all have wonderful mothers, and a little respect for women, a little more respect for women. I am sure we have very, very well-balanced people here. But if we could create and cultivate in today's generation, in today's children, to respect women, to love them, and to give them equal opportunities, I don't think we are fighting for equality. We are fighting for acceptance, love, and understanding. When we fight for something, we want to be understood. When you have an argument with somebody, it is about telling the person that please understand me. So when I'm doing my program, Take Charge of My Life, I'll just take 2 more minutes. When I'm doing my program, Take Charge of Your Life, I'm telling you, don't look at challenges as roadblocks. Your challenges are just small speed breakers. Some are big, some are small. If you're going to go with persistence and determination, and if you invest in yourself, like he has said so beautifully, I am sure we can create a wonderful, wonderful environment for yourself and in this world. And in today's world, looking at the issues and looking at the brutality that women are facing and the children are facing, it is very important we empower them, we educate them, and we understand them. I would like Mr. Suresh Kukreja and my mom to come on stage. And
Yes. So it has been a wonderful evening. We've had 2 book launches. We've had 4 speakers, 4 wonderful authors who have led us through their lives, through the success stories, encapsulated a lot of things for us. Last but not the least, we have a money man. Nothing more I can talk about him. I'm not allowed to speak about him. उनका खुद का इंट्रोडक्शन वो खुद देंगे. नाम है Mr. Vishal Malkan. Thank you, please. Please welcome Mr. Vishal Malkan. Thank you.
And how many of you have never traded? Okay. My name is Vishal Malkan, and I'm going to talk about that how stock market can be traded by anybody. Anybody. How many would be like to interested in that? Learning? Simple? Right? Now, before we start, I just have very short time. As I spoke to the organizer backstage, and he said, you have to cut down or we'll switch off the light. So I don't know when it will go off. So as long as it's there, as long as it's there, I'm talking and you be here. And if it's off, still I can talk, don't worry. So my name is Vishal Malkan, and I've been into, if I can share my journey into stock market in 2 minutes. Yes, is that okay? Yeah. Yep. Okay. I've been into trading since I was 16, just out of school, and I was so much fascinated by the numbers going up and down that I decided that this is what I want to do. And at 16, I told my dad, I want to be in stock market. Imagine the reaction in 1996. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? This is not the right time. This is not the right time. This is not the right place. Go and study. So I said, okay, I'll study. So what I did is smartly, I took admission in KC College, which is 5-minute walking distance from stock market, right? And I was there in stock market for the whole 5 years in my graduation and learned the ups and downs. And from there, in last 20 years, I might have done all the blunders which you can imagine and which you can't even imagine in stock market, right? And that's what, there are 2 kinds of experts, one who knows everything and one who has done all the mistakes. So I am the second one. So if I can share some of my mistakes and some of my blunders, it can save you a lot of money. Do you agree? Yes? Yeah. Yes. All right. Okay. Now, the first word which comes to your mind is, excuse me, I need that. Yeah. So what is the first word comes to your mind when you talk about stock market? Risk. Shares. And if I tell you that, why don't you just leave everything, all your business, all your job, and all your stuff and get into stock market full time? What would be your reaction? No way. It's damn risky. You can't rely on that. It's gambling, it's speculation, right? And people have lost money like anything, right? So if I tell you, if I can break one of the myth about stock market, right? What is the first thing what you said was? Risky, right? Now how risky? I am an expert. I tell you buy a stock at 100 rupees. So what is your next question? Is it going to go up? And what's the target, right? How much it will go up? Are you back? Hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. Now if I tell you that it can go up to 200. That's your reward, right? Can I guarantee 200? No. Can anybody guarantee 200? No. That means you asked the wrong question, right? What's the point? If I say 200 or say 500, doesn't matter, right? Now, the other thing what can go wrong or what can happen is it can go to 90 rupees. Can go down? Yes? All possibility? Right. At 90 rupees, can anybody in the world can stop you from booking a loss? No. Can anybody stop you, say don't sell at 90, you're not allowed to? Nobody can stop you, right? Yes. That means out of these 2 things, which is one is the risk and one is the reward, risk is always in control. The reward is never in your control. The risk is always in your control. Then most people lose money. Why? Now what happens is when market goes to 90, what is market telling you? Market is telling you you are wrong. How many people like to hear that? Do you like to hear that? Yes? No? Okay, so what do you say? Okay, market says in your ear that you are wrong, you better get out. And I say, I don't like to hear that, so I close my ears. Okay? Then it goes to 70 rupees. Now what is market telling you? You are doubly wrong. You are a fool. Right? How many people like to hear that? No. What we hear that, but we pretend that we have not heard it and say, मेरे को fool बोलता है, देख मैं अभी क्या करता हूँ. What brilliant idea you get? You buy more. Right? You buy more at 70. Is there any guarantee that from here it's going to go up? No. If it goes to 50, you lose more money. Right? So, who comes between you and the losses? You. Your emotions, your greed, your hope. Right? Your gut feeling. Which says, abhi upar aa jayega, abhi upar aa jayega. I'll hold. And it goes to 50 bucks. Now what is market telling you? Market says go to hell, right? And what do you tell people? I am a long-term investor. Right? Is that correct? How many can relate to that? Have you seen people like this? Long-term investors, they are by default and not by choice. Yes? So, is market risky or are you risky? Is market risky or are you risky? Say, I am risky. Turn to the partner and say, I am risky. All right. All right. So, what I just said, I have done n number of blunders like this in last 20 years and lost money for myself, lost money for people, and had a lot of shame and a lot of things to go through. Until one day I decided I need to take this thing seriously. And then I started learning, coaching, and I am trained by the world's best in trading and in stock market, you name it, and I have attended their programs, seminars, and mentored by them, right? And now I am at a level where in last 9 years, we founded an institute which says that me and my wife, Meghna Malkan, we founded an institute called Malkan's View Training Institute. It's right now #1 training institute in India. We have done more than 400 seminars in last 8 years. We have coached more than 1 lakh of people in India, and also now we do webinars and all that through internet, and we have coached more people outside India also. And not only that, we have trained people from, we have done public seminars. Next, I've been a speaker, I've been a faculty at Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, done training for all these corporate houses, management institutes. Next, I, myself and my wife regularly appear on CNBC English, Hindi, Gujarati, ET Now, Bloomberg, NDTV. Now from a person who has done all the blunders to here. Now let me tell you one brief thing about my wife. Now some of you might be thinking that if I want to be in stock market, I need to be from that field or finance or accounts or maths or statistics. You know, my wife is a lawyer. Before getting married, she was working as a lawyer. And then she turned her profession from a lawyer to a full-time trader, trainer, comes on channels and does half of the seminars what I do. And we have 2 kids, right? And we manage them. We reach home by 4:30, no matter what. So that kind of freedom, where she was working from morning 9 o'clock till evening 9 o'clock, from there till working from home, trading, making money, managing kids, everything, coming on channels. How many would like to have life like that? So you are at the right place. So that's where we have done people with seminars, and next, public seminars. Now that's what I explained to you, risk versus reward. Risk is always in your control, right? What is your risk? Risk is like, in cricket terms, it's like your wicket. If you protect your wicket, you can make runs as long as you want. But if you get out, then no matter how many balls are left or how many bowlers are left, you can't make runs, right? The only thing which is in your control in the whole game of stock market is your risk, your capital. And the first lesson I learned in stock market when I entered 16, after all the opposition and criticism, that if you really want to be here, learn one thing, which is learn to book a loss. Most people don't book a loss. In hope, in greed, or in ego. Because when you book a loss, that means you are accepting your defeat, which as a human being we are not used to. We are not used to being humble. And stock market is the one place where you become humble like anything. The minute you go up in air 1 minute, 1 inch also, stock market will bring you down like this. It happens to me every day, right? So, who's risky? I am risky or markets are risky? I am risky. Okay, next. Now, why I have written casino here? I am into stock market. I think it's the best profession on this planet. Okay? I think. Okay? And why am I comparing it with casino? Let me give you a brief. How many have been to a casino? How many have seen it on television or movies? And so everybody knows what's a casino. Now, when you go to a casino, there are games, right? There are games. And on every table, there is one thing which is written like maximum bet. You know that? Maximum bet. What does that mean? Casino is managing the risk. They only play games, and the games which they are playing, the roulette, the poker, the blackjack, all those games are called something called as negative expectancy game. What does that mean is, if you play, no matter how long you play, there is no kind of any positive probability that you will make money. That means casino will always make money. So they are playing games only they can win. They are managing the risk. Now when you look at the people who are dealing there, casino, suppose you bet $100 and you win a jackpot, say $5,000. So you start jumping like this, right? And you are like, wow, high fives and all that, and say, go get me 2 beers. Right? Is the guy who is dealing there any expression on his face? No. He knows that he is going to lose money again. Right? Second, suppose you put too much money and you lose. Is he happy? Does that show on his face? No. So what is the third thing we need to know is cool and calm temperament. Right? So you play the game which you can win, you manage risk, and you have cool and calm temperament. And last but not the least is whatever they deal, there is not a single mistake in calculation. I have not seen, I have played all over the world. That means flawless execution. Right? How do we execute our orders or our buying and selling? Based on our gut feeling. Based on tips and calls and news and views and channels and newspapers, and today I feel markets are going to go up. Why? Just because I feel. Right? There's no logic. So that's where casino always makes money and the players lose money. So if you play the game of stock market with the example of casino, that you have a flawless execution, which is buy and sell, you play only games which you can win. So there are some strategies which we teach in our programs where if you play long enough and if you play or trade with that flawless execution, you have to make money. You will make money. How many would like to learn that? All right. So what I mean is casino always makes money. 4 things. Repeat after me. You play the game, you win. You play the game, you win. You manage risk. Cool and calm temperament. and flawless execution. Give a high five to the next person and say, I am a casino. Next. Now, if you heard the last presentation by Arunaagiri, where is he? Oh, thank you. He's been my co-student with, co-mate with some of the other programs which we did. And he mentioned one thing. What was that pyramid? At the top of the pyramid, there was something called as systems. Right? Right? What is system? That if you have the same input, it will give the same output. Right? Have you ever had French fries? How many of you? French fries at McDonald's? Right? If you eat French fries in India, Japan, China, is the same? Yeah. Why? It is driven, it is made by a system. Right? How we trade in stock market? Sometimes next. Sometimes with gut feeling, news, calls, next. Next. These are our systems. Sometimes we depend on news, sometimes we depend on gut feeling, sometimes broker tells us to buy, sometimes neighbor tells us to buy. Now, if you are putting different inputs, what will be the output? Is it going to be same or different? Different. We always want to make money. Yes? But if we follow different inputs, our outputs will be different. Right? When we put different inputs, is the game of stock market exciting? How many feel that it's exciting? Thrill? Lot of up and downs, yes? But you don't make money with that. When you follow a system, which is like X condition buy, Y condition sell, Z condition don't do anything. Yes? If you follow that way, stock market will become boring. How? Boring. Is that guy who's selling a French fry is excited? No. It's the same stuff. Right? Day in, day out. Is he excited? Sir, aaj chakke dekho kya mast banaya hai. No. It's the same stuff, right? It's a system. So if I teach you a system, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to book a profit, and when to book a loss, and you keep doing that in and out, that means then the business will become boring. And remember and mark my words, you will make money in stock market only when it becomes boring. If you are having excitement and thrill, it's not going to be, it will not make money. You will get definitely a lot of excitement, lot of thrill, but no money. If you really want excitement, go to Imagica. Cheapest way to get excitement. Stock market is very, very expensive, right? So that's the signal. He is getting excited. Right? So let me finish by last 2 minutes where I have gone through a lot. I just was kidding, but when I lost money like anything, I felt terrible. At one point of time in 2006, when I was losing, so coming up on January 21st and 22nd, in the next month, exactly 1 month from now, what I would have spent on learning all this system from the top best people would be not less than 10 lakh rupees. Right? One more? Zero was invented in India, right? And the program which we are offering is just this is the retail price, what we charge, but so you could be doing that, but you are here, your commitment shows, and especially for growth journey people who go back and outside the room and register for that 2-day seminar, I give you a special price, which is not 15,400, but 6,600 if you go back and register. And one more thing, but it is a 2-day program, morning 9:30 to 5:30. By Saturday evening 5:30, if you feel you haven't got your worth ask for 100% refund, and I'll not ask any question. You take back your money and go home. Is that a good deal? Yes? Right? Anybody can trade. Whether you have never traded in the stock market or you are an expert, or you are expert in losing money, you will get value out of it. 100%. Right? So that's it for today. Thank you so much. And one more. Since it is Christmas and we like gifts, how many people like gifts? Yes, I ran short of time, but I want to make sure that you get value. So I give you one number where you just put your name and number and email ID. Tomorrow morning, you'll receive a 2-hour video on goal setting for 2017. How is that? Yes? Next slide. One slide. That's number 400.
कल बुला लीजिए बजे
9. Okay, just take them. You put your name, number and email ID on that number. Tomorrow afternoon, you'll receive a link to a video how to set goals for 2017. Is that cool? Yes? Yeah. 96. Yeah. 961999571. Don't call, this is not my number. 961999571. And you will be on my list and I'll keep sending more videos. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook. I keep updating new stuff, not only on stock market, but on personal development also. Alright? So, this is the offer for today. People who go out and register. I fell short of time. I would like to give you more. Through videos, I'll give you that. Thank you so much. It was great.
Arunaagiri sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And Mr. Kalai, of course, last but not least. Thank you. I would now request Suresh ji to kindly felicitate our speakers. Taaliyan bajti rehni chahiye. And wonderful audience, let me tell you, you've indeed been wonderful. I know we overshot time, but you very patiently, very kindly have been present here. I really, really give you my deep sense of appreciation.
Advisory team members to please come up on stage. Neeraj. All the advisory team members to please come up on stage.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
We are now going to have the lucky draw.
Thank you. And till the time that we're getting our lucky draw organized, Honorable Chief Guest of Honor, Mr. Suresh Kukreja, our team growth journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my appanage to propose a hearty vote of thanks. With a deep sense of appreciation, I thank all my guests of honor and speakers for their excellent topic. We have been duly inspired by it. My entire team is very supportive and I can't really thank you guys enough. And all of you guys, like I mentioned before, you have been extremely wonderful. Thank you. Wish you a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you.
on 13th of January and with a small quote, वो चाह ही क्या चाह जिसमें दुनिया की बलाई न हो और वो राह ही क्या राह जिसमें कांटे न हो। भले हमारी जर्नी में बहुत सारे कांटे आए हैं पर हम जुटे रहेंगे and come grow with us.